Hello everybody, Eric here from Bloat Games. Back again today to take a look at another retro clone. This one is BLUEHOLME. I have the Prentice Rules. This of course is based off of the old Blue home set of Dungeons and Dragons. And as you can see looking at the cover here, a very familiar dragon on the front cover. I picked this up from Lulu. It's about $5. Comes in a full like 8.5 by 11 page layout with double columns. So let's take a peek inside and see what we got. Alright, it shows here that the BLUEHOLME was edited by Michael Thomas, of course, in memory of John Eric Holmes MD, the man who wrote the basic set for Dungeons and Dragons, or what is often referred to as the blue box. You can see once you get inside here, some of the art is public domain art that's, you know, several centuries old. Definitely fits for what they were doing. You know, definitely goes in and doesn't stand out. Really breaks it down and tries to simplify the game. One of the things that should be noted is that this version here is the Prentice Rules. Alright, and what that means is this is kind of like their basic set. Now, you can download this for free off the web, and I'll put that link below. But you know, if you want to get this $5 for you know, a core book is not bad. However, this only covers levels 1 through 3. So if you're going beyond that, they have worked up a few other versions of this that will allow you to go up to level 20 actually with different classes and stuff. But with this particular print book here, it's only levels 1 through 3. So when you get into it and you start looking at the classes here, you do have your kind of standard basic classes. So you got your dwarf, elf, halfling, cleric, fighter, and you know it'll show their different things. So like I said, since the level only 1 through 3, it shows the cleric undead turning table for levels 1 through 3, and then the fighters shows, you know, the XP that required for going up, and it has that for each of the classes. Of course, magic user is in there, and then thief is also in there. Now you won't find any of the more advanced classes. You won't find the rangers, the monks, the things like that. It does have the rules for multi-class characters, and you know it goes over all your basic points that you would expect to have in the game. You know, talks you all about how combat works. The armor class that's presented is the Thaco, or the descending armor class. So it sticks with that as the original game did. And of course, I prefer to have the, you know, ascending armor class. But for the die-hard old school people, you'll definitely like that. Also, the saving throws are your standard saving throws. In fact, now that I mentioned saving throws, here's the saving throw table. It also has a few different places in here where it goes through and shows like different things, like kind of like an example of role playing and stuff. It does have a limited magic section, so it has, you know, spells for fighters and for clerics. But again, the spell levels only go up to, I believe, is spell level 6. But the levels in the book only go up to level 3. So that's something to keep in mind. And then it comes with, you know, a creature section, so a minor monster manual. Everything you need to get started. I mean, you can have hours worth of play just based on this one book, so it's not per se lacking. There's definitely all the old classics are here and ready to go. Then, you know, when you get to the end, it's got a whole section on treasure and loot and magic items, magic armor, magic rings, several things for the dungeon master or the referee to several tables to roll on, you know, for different effects and things like that. It has a very limited information based on like retainers and things like that. But again, I mean, what is covered here, while it is bare bones, it is all there. Now, I did notice a couple things. I'm not a historian when it comes to the differences in all the gaming and stuff like that. But one of the things that I did notice is when it's talking about the attributes and it talks about the bonuses for attributes, it shows here like the dexterity. I don't know if you can see it. So the dexterity bonus for melee, I mean not melee weapons, but for ranged and missile attacks, you know, you can either have a +1 or a -1. So it keeps the that down, but there's no list of what you get for like strength. So there's no melee attack bonus. I don't know if that's somewhere else in here that I missed. By all means, if it is, y'all can let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from that. I've had this for a couple weeks now. Had a chance to look it over. It's very quick read. Setting at you know, before the character sheet and in the obligatory open gaming license information, you know, it sits right at 55 pages. So it's not a huge book. Very thin on the sides. But with that being said, it definitely looks like a good time. I'm interested in actually running a couple sessions of this just to see, because there is, I think anytime that you tweak the rules, there is a different feel. So I think this game will have a different feel than your standard Dungeons and Dragons game. The version I got from Lulu is the perfect bound version, and it's very nice. You know, looks like it's going to hold up. The cover's definitely a thicker, glossy cover. So, you know, it's, even though it's only $5, you're not missing out on like any quality. They didn't cut any corners or anything like that. I'm going to be interested to see what the full rules for this clock in at page-wise, just to see how much more that they added in. But with this one book right here, you don't even need the Dungeon Master's Guide or really the Monsters Manual. I mean, this one book will give you and your game group, you know, plenty of things to explore, plenty of dungeons to raid, and you know, monsters to face, so, and treasure to find. So with that being said, you know, I definitely recommend checking it out. You know, for $5 you cannot go wrong. So again, this has just been a quick look at BLUEHOLME. If you play this, let me know. Tell me what your thoughts are of it, and maybe even how it compares to other games. As always, if you like what you heard or like what you saw, please click the like button and click the subscribe. And I thank you for viewing the videos, and hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.